Hi everyone, it's Giselle with another message for today. And in this video, I want to elaborate on why I've been quiet for a week and a bit. Yes, I've been ill, and you can probably still tell from my voice, but that's not the only reason why I've not posted. I've been rethinking a lot of stuff regarding the twin flame journey. And as my journey has evolved, my beliefs have also evolved. When I first got into watching people on YouTube, I didn't realize at the time what was happening, but now I do, and I feel that I got stuck in this collective thinking pattern. And even though it didn't feel right to me at the time, I ignored my intuition and went along with, oh yeah, that must be right. Because before YouTube, basically, I realized I was a twin flame back in 2002 when I got activated by a profound soulmate. And back then, there was so little information. I think I read something in a library book. That's how long ago this was. The internet, well, I think Google only just kind of launched a couple of years ago. I don't know when they launched exactly, but I know that I only just started using them around 2001, 2002-ish. Maybe 1999. But anyway, it wasn't very long. So the information they had on twin flames was so little. And all I remember reading was this very tiny article about how we were once one soul, and then we come down to earth and we split into these two souls to experience the physical life, and that we can reunite and become one again. But the reuniting was all about reuniting in spirit, and they never really mentioned reuniting on the physical plane, which didn't sit very well with me. And then when I managed to get some Kindle books on twin flames, I again read some really heartbreaking stories about, twin souls that were separated and then had to go through this harrowing thing, eventually found each other again. But it didn't really have a nice theme, like happily ever after. And sometimes people think, oh, but you're too optimistic and you've been watching too many Disney films and you think that you're going to end up happily ever after, blah, blah, blah. But then the thing is, though, you are the creator of your universe. You are the creator of your world. If living happily ever after with the love of your life sounds good to you, then why on earth shouldn't you have that, It makes absolutely no sense to come here to this planet and to live a miserable life. Like, what's the whole point of that? That's what I don't understand. That's why religion, or certainly the one I grew up in, never really encouraged me to stay there, because it was all about living a minimal life, not really living the life of your dreams. Having dreams seemed wrong and selfish, and you should always put other people first and never really give yourself what you really need. And so I thought, you know what? Even though I grew up kind of having force fed that kind of information to me, it's not something that makes that makes my heart sing, that makes my soul happy. It was something that just made me think, do you know what? Religion's not for me. Goodbye. And so for a few years, I was without a religion and without spirituality. I just felt like this is not for me. I totally don't subscribe to any of this nonsense. I don't want it in my life. And what else happened? Oh, so as I was trying to find who I was without the kind of teachings that I had received throughout my life in Sunday school and things like that, I felt a bit lost, because I got to thinking, I was born a medium, right? This was a gift from birth. Some people develop it over time. I was actually born a medium. I could see people who'd passed on, interact with all sorts of spirits, and I was very intuitive as a child. But then somehow, growing up, religion took that away from me. They made me feel like it was wrong. And then when I was disconnecting from that, I thought, well, how could this be wrong? Because surely I must have been given this for a reason. Just like my other talents, I'd been given for a reason. It makes absolutely no sense for me to not have this. So my grandmother passed in 2006, I think. And I got reactivated. I saw her and I thought, oh, hold on, I haven't lost my gift then. I'm still a medium, even though I'd switched it off consciously because I didn't want to kind of be in that world anymore. I saw her, and so I thought, oh, if she's showing this to me, it's not just to say goodbye to me. Yes, it gave me closure and I didn't have to grieve the way that other people did. And I certainly knew that there was life after you leave this earth, but it also reactivated my spirituality and my gift and me wanting to help other people. And so when I rediscovered about twin flames, because I'd left the subject rest for a bit, because I felt like, okay, well, this seems such an out there subject. It must not be something that's tangible or viable in this, in this life, really. With it being also spiritual and not really based on the physical plane. But then I met my false twin. And with that came me trying to find more things about twin flames. Doing the research, finding YouTube channels that actually talked about it, and I thought, oh, so I'm not alone in this. Because ever since 2002, I felt I was a twin flame. I just didn't really understand how it could work, seeing as it was all meant to be on the spiritual plane. But then other people on YouTube talked about this and how they were twin flames. And I thought, oh, hold on. I resonate with that. I am a twin flame too. But then, sadly, instead of doing my own intuitive research and channelings, I started to subscribe to their thinking. And what I've come to realize the past few weeks is that I don't have to subscribe to their thinking, and that it doesn't feel good to me anymore. Some of it does, but some of it really doesn't. And this is why I've pulled some time away from YouTube, because I didn't want to give you conflicting energies. All my intentions with all my videos are that I want to give you clarity, healing, and good energies. But if I'm feeling conflicted and lost and uninspired, I don't want you to feel that through my videos. And I certainly am not doing this for ratings and for views or, to grow my channel in any way. If I don't have anything to say, I won't say it. But I just started getting really annoyed with how a lot of the channels that I've been watching constantly talk about how things may happen one day. Oh, when we're doing this and this and this, and one day this may happen. But it's like, no, this is not good for me anymore. Am I supposed to be waiting indefinitely forever for my life to begin? This is not how I want to live. This is not the message that I want to give people, and this is certainly not the message that I want to listen to all the time. So I stopped watching them. I thought, no. At one point, they may have helped me out, but not anymore. Because I got very much into Neville Goddard and Abraham Hicks and, teachings of Wayne Dyer. And so I thought, you know what? This is conflicting, because everything about manifesting the life of my dreams resonates with me so strongly. Why then am I treating my twin flame journey any differently? Why am I treating it like something that is so far out of reach? And so it really got me thinking. I don't subscribe to the idea that some people present. I didn't subscribe to this idea anyway when it first came out, or when I first heard of it anyway, of people saying, oh, this is just a spiritual journey. This is not supposed to be being with the love of your life and having a happily ever after on the physical plane. It makes me think, well, what's the whole point in this? They might as well not have it and just do a spiritual journey, So that idea got really, really annoying for me. But then also the people that do say, oh yeah, we are meant to come together in this lifetime, but then keep reiterating messages of one day, one day, one day. And it's like manifesting something. Like, say, for example, I want to manifest my dream home, but I keep journaling in, my diary saying, I'm going to manifest my dream home and I will receive it 2 years from now. It's always going to be 2 years from now. It's never going to be now, because when you're journaling 2 years from now, 2 years from now, just like they're reiterating the twin flame thing, one day, one day, one day, it's always going to be someday, but never now, and it's frustrating the living daylights out of me, and I don't want to do that anymore. And this is why I challenge my clients. And I know some of them have been like, whoa, okay. You are changing your coaching style. But it's because I want you to have it now. One of my clients made a really good point. They said when they first did some research on twin flames, they felt like it was unattainable because they felt like they had to be so aligned, like the Buddha, to be completely one, that it was an unattainable level. And I said to them, that's not true though, is it? Otherwise, nobody would be in a happy, committed relationship with the love of their life. And that's absolutely not true, because I've seen people who need some healing still and are in a happy, committed relationship with the love of their life. So it's not true that you need to be at this unattainable wholeness level like the Buddha to have your dream relationship. It's a lot of nonsense. That's why I was so conflicted. It's like, I believe in the law of attraction and all these practices, but then what I'm applying, or not applying, but listening to in the twin flame community completely goes against that. And this is why I'm consciously changing direction. I'm not giving up on my journey, definitely not, but I'm just taking a different approach. It's like the destination is always going to be the same. But what road are you going to take to get to that destination? I think I'm going to take the road of least resistance, the road of taking back my power, and not going to be constantly manifesting 2 years from now. Forget that. I want it now. And yes, I'm not one and whole like the Buddha, but I don't need to be. And we're going to grow and heal together, and that's absolutely okay. And I'm okay with that. So if you're with me and you agree that we need to change this collective belief, then I'll be happy to take you on my journey. But my channel is no longer going to... I don't think I ever really did, though. I don't think I ever really took the stance of, oh, one day, one day, one day. But now I'm really not going to. I'm really not. And I'm really going to start applying the manifestation techniques that I've grown to believe in because I've seen tangible proof. And I'll happily take you on my journey with me if you're willing to go down that path. As I said, the destination is always the same. The happily ever after, still the end destination. Well, not the end, of course. It's the next destination. Because after that, after you get your reunion, you are going to go on another journey together. But how are you going to get to your reunion destination? Are you going to take the traditional path of the current belief systems? Or would you like to discover a different path with me? I'm willing to try different things now because I feel I've tried the old way. It's been up and down. It's not been great. It's been all right, but it's not been amazing. I want amazing. I want adventure. I want manifestations. I want to see things, and I want it now. So if you agree, I'll be more than happy to take you with me, and can't wait to see where this leads us. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. If you would like to connect with me, then all my details are in the description. And yeah, I've also still got a special promotion on for hitting 4K subscribers. So if you'd like to take advantage of my offer, then please follow the link and go to my special offers page. I thank you also very much for watching, and for those of you who feel excited to go on my new path, then I'm excited as well for you to join me. So thank you also very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.